Hey there you guys! Welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday, that means it's a vlogmas, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you my most trailing plants in the house because you guys know I love these plants and I've talked about these plants many times in my videos. So if you guys haven't watched that, you can always check it on my video. In this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my favorite Rhaphidophora tetrasperma or Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and of course my favorite Pothos or Syndapsus pictus. You guys, you can always incorporate these plants in your home. You can make it as your decor, perfect for your corner, your wall, your living room, or any place in your home that you want to place these plants. So these are my plants that are really thriving, not giving me any problem. It is very good if you are a beginner. You can always collect these plants and you can have this grown like this. And yeah, let's start with the talking. So as you guys know, I love my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. This plant is really good to me. I've never had any problem pest-wise or root rot or anything like that. I bought this one from Japan and Thailand, but I'm not quite sure which is the Japan one and Thailand anymore because they're kind of the same. So this is the non-tissue culture, and you guys, I've had this for quite some time now. I just recently cut the end and I've gotten a new, you guys can see that I've gotten a new stem over here, and this is your aerial node, and it gave me with two leaves, and I also have one here that is, you know, coming out pretty soon as well. So this is your node on the side. I hope you guys can see that. And I have an aerial root that is growing pretty well. The leaves are pretty huge. You guys see that compared to this one. So this is my favorite. I know I've been talking a lot about this plant, but you guys, I cannot believe how happy this plant. I've never watered it like often anymore, so I'm keeping this plant in my pretty much my coco coir and lots of perlites, and whenever I'm watering it, I'm just including a bit of water here, and that's it. Because I don't know, I just don't want to overwatered it and ended up dying or giving me problem in the end. So pretty much that's how it looks now, and like I said, I don't have any problem with this plant. I'm gonna show you the one in the hallway. It's been growing pretty well as well. I'm not really taking it out from that place anymore because some of the aerial roots are latching on the wall as well. So that's my Rhaphidophora or Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, you guys. Here, this is in the bathroom. This is another type of my Pothos. Seller sold it to me as a silver Pothos, but I'm not sure, silver or it's not a silver end, but that's how it is. This is a slow grower compared to the Syndapsus exotica. So that's how it looks. I'm placing it here on top of the toilet bowl. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I also include this one over here. This is my Anthurium Billinarum, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yes guys, that's my another Pothos. I'll be showing with you the one in the hallway. So you guys, this is the one that's living here by the window, which it's pretty cold in this corner now because it's winter time here. And I've never had any problem with this plant. It's been, you know, growing ever since I placed this one over here. So you guys can tell that some of the roots you guys are seeing, the aerial roots rather, are latching on the wall. So I'm having a hard time watering it. So I'm just, you know, leaving the water inside of the pot and waiting until the water will dry up. And also, I place some of my, of course, my Scindapsus pictus over here as well. I made it as my propagation wall, but then one broke because I snapped it and suddenly it broke. Anyhow, so this one here is growing in one stem. You guys are seeing that closely. And I think this is the one that I got from Japan, because look how different the leaves compared to the one that's in my room, my office room. And the leaves are not that huge compared to the one that I've showed you recently. So we will be moving on into our living room. I'll be showing with you my pothos. Guys, so this is one of my favorite Scindapsus pictus, even though they don't get, like, barely get any sunlight at all. Of course, it's not direct sunlight. What I meant is, you know, I'm not placing it by the window, so there's no kind of light going into this in this area. I'm just using this light over here, but we're not really using it often. However, it's still giving me this beautiful leaves and big leaf as well. If you guys are seeing that big leaf I have, and I mounted here on the wall because I just love to kind of look trailing on the wall. I'm just using this command sticker. It's perfect for your trailing plants. And in the bottom I have another plants, which is my Scindapsus pictus or Scindapsus pictus exotica. And I don't have any problem. Like, honestly, if you are a beginner collecting your plants, you can always try this plant because you can always propagate, place it in the water, like what I've showed you on my propagation wall. It will grow even if you guys have just one leaf or no leaf at all. It's still going to produce leaf as long as you are willing to be patient, because patience is a virtue, so you have to be patient when it comes to propagating your plants. So this is in the living room, and I've been keeping this one here. Like I said, it's not giving me any problem, any pest. I am using a slow release fertilizer for this one though, so most of my plants I'm feeding them. Of course, nutrients is very important, so even though you're not giving them a good source of sunlight, you can always give them food, feed them with a lot of nutrients. They will give you a fuller and big leaf like this, you guys. Also, I just want to show you our little Christmas tree. You guys can see that, it's so beautiful. It's that time of the year that you can always decorate your place with tons of Christmas decor, which is pretty awesome. So moving on into my other plant. Okay, you guys, this is my most favorite Scindapsus pictus because these leaves are pretty huge compared to the one that I've showed you. And Mr. Elfie is right there. And these are so beautiful, you guys. I just cannot contain my happiness how big this leaf. I got this plant when I started collecting plants, and they're so tiny like this, even smaller. Let me see if I can find one that's smaller than that. Something like that, maybe something like this. They're pretty small. And look guys, how huge the leaf. I've given a lot of my friends. I've also sold some of, you know, the babies for this plant, a bunch of people, and you know, I've never had any problem with it. So that is a huge one as well. I just cannot believe it's still gonna give me this kind of healthy, dark, and huge leaf. Just wanna give you a closer look. The streaks are even on all the leaves you guys are seeing. I have a, what's it called, this one, the see, gray or silver on the side and just one color in the middle. The streaks are pretty cool. I'm keeping this one in my, of course, my coco court, and lots of perlites because they love it so much. And pretty much I've been placing this one over here as well. It started to, you know, trail now as well. So if this one grow, I keep on cutting some of the leaves here and propagating it. And I gave one to my mom and she loved it. Her plants is so awesome. She showed me her pothos one time and she's very happy because it's growing pretty well. So that's my pothos here in our little, you know, little corner over here. Say hi to my gang and Mr. Elfie's right there. So yeah guys, that's my pothos. Alright guys, that's pretty much my trailing plants that I wanted to show you because you guys, these plants are my favorite trailing plants. They're good for beginner if you guys are collecting, starting to collect your plants. Try to get these plants because it's pretty awesome. They're not picky with the humidity with the environment. You can always place them anywhere as long as you give them at least nutrients and a bit of a, you know, sunlight here and there, or place them in a bright area. They will thrive no matter what. But I just want to include the Rhaphidophora or Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. It's quite picky when you propagate it in water, but the pothos one, you don't have to worry, it will thrive no matter what. But the Rhaphidophora one, it's a little picky, so you gotta be careful when propagating this plant because they don't love water. Usually they will rot. I've tried many times and didn't really survive with me. The best way, you can always place it in pure perlite. You can place it in leca, you can place it in ponds, and of course the coco core. So yeah guys, thank you again for watching and thank you for listening. I hope you guys stay tuned for my next upcoming videos, and also as always, please do subscribe to my channel, and until tomorrow I will see you again for my next vlogmas. Bye.